Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Thank you. Hi, Nidhi. How are you doing? Just give us a couple of minutes. I'm just going to try and add a few things. That's our session for today. Can you hear me now? Are you able to hear me? If people could just tell me if it is audible to you, I'll try and hold this like this throughout the session if I have to. But thanks, Madhura. Thank you. Let me also try and see if there are any other volume settings I could do. Okay, it seems I'm on full volume now. Let me try and see if we could. Okay, that's great. Okay, hi Rajesh, hi Divakar, Abhijit, Golem Graham. Nice to see you guys too. Awesome. Rajesh, I heard that you had a lovely session yesterday with your program. Extremely happy for that. Hi Malavika. Hey, hi Charlotte. How are you doing? All the way from Dubai. Nice. Hey, Madhura. Hi from Sarah. I miss Sarah. And Sarah must still be wondering like why she can't speak to me, right? Why I'm not speaking to her. Great. Okay, I think we have had our 2 minutes here. This is what a session is today. Just give me a minute. Hello, my name is Amit Sangekar. माझं नाव आहे Amit Sangekar. मेरा नाम है Amit Sangekar. And welcome to Beyond Reading with You, Season 3, Session 5, uh, where we do poetry reading and more. And we have been doing quite a bit for some time. Last week, we had Arya and Pranali from Two Crew for You speaking to us on their choreography experiences. Uh, there have been a number of things which people have been doing, and over the last few months, I have seen many re-evaluate what life literally means to them. Everyone has made their own efforts at trying to find that one small thing, one tiny light that keeps them going. Words like being content, abundance, positivity, and many more have come to the fore during these recent times. Now, while reading about this, I came across these lovely lines on abundance. They go like this: everything in chaos, or so it seems to be, just a simple purging of things to set you free. Possessions are but anchors that ground you in one spot and give you creature comforts that make it hard to walk about. What if you didn't have them? What if they were gone? How would you move forward? How would you carry on? The freeing of this burden has shown many the path, discovering abundance from thou does not hath. Some beautiful lines. These are, I do not know who the poet is, but I came across these on a site called Sacred Poems, and it speaks about this concept of abundance. Uh, Today's guest, in fact, is an acquaintance I have made through Instagram. Uh, I'm going to first add her so as to avoid the usual problems of suddenly not being able to connect. So now let me just see if I can add, and I'm waiting for her now. Hey, hi,
Hi Amit,
how are you doing?
how are you? I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, everyone, this is Nidhi Instagram handle, Zesty Soul Diary, and also the Positive Quotes dot only. So these are the
That's
two
right.
handles which she does. Now, let me tell you, I have known Nidhi only through Instagram and nothing else. She approached me with this particular topic, I should say literally out of the blue. Uh, the idea of abundance of life. It sounded fascinating to me. And so I decided, why not let's have a discussion as to what her take is all about on this concept of abundance in life. Nidhi acts as a profession. She is a business analyst in a hedge fund. Uh, she is, if you go through her, the Instagram handle of the positive quotes only, you will realize the kind of stuff she puts on. It's some very, very deep and touching stuff. So, Nidhi, brilliant work at that. And I think that handle is definitely should grow. Now, she has felt the need to spread positivity during these times, and so I thought, why not let's have a chat with her of what she thinks about this concept of abundance in life. So, Nidhi, welcome once again, and tell me, how has it been for you for the past few months?
First of all, thank you so much for having me here. And it's absolute pleasure to, talk something really positive because like nowadays we have been seeing so many negative things and it's like why not we ourselves create this positive life, right? So
Absolutely.
thank you for having me here. And it's been a little bit tough. Like, obviously, I'm not going to deny the fact, like, what's going on right now in the
True.
world. But I think the right attitude will always keep us moving forward in life. And that is what we are here for today.
Awesome. It's really nice to hear these things from a young generation. I call myself very old now, but but yes, no, it is really nice, and I think people like you have also managed to keep their own parents, their own elderly people, their other dear ones going through this, because it's not
Right.
very easy for people from that age to keep themselves going when so much is happening around them.
Exactly. Right.
So,
True.
so great. So, tell me, have you been doing anything different from the times you have been doing before all this set in? Have you been how have things changed for you?
Actually, things have changed literally. I mean, now that we have time so much to think for ourselves, I mean, I have analyzed like where were we living in this world or why weren't we living it fully, right? So I started reading a lot of books. I started reading articles. I started, more than anything, I started concentrating on myself. And
Okay.
that's when I realized like why did I miss all this stuff? It's all about work. You come home, you have your activities, you go back to work. So like I reading lots of book and lot of articles actually enlightened me, and I felt the need that not only me but the entire new world needs to know about this. So let me talk about this topic
Sure.
a little bit more. So if you see what exactly is abundance, so if you go by a literal meaning, it is like plenty of something or excess quantity of something, right? Now there is a general misconception around this thing that wealth is only the a part of abundance, but no, it's not that way. Like it is beyond that. You can have abundance in various walks of life, right? So it can be love, it can be respect, it can be peace, it can be full of energy,
So true.
it can be full of excitement. And Amit, I guess in your case, it would be food, right?
So true. So true. Yeah, very much.
Yeah, so I mean, it's all out there. It's just only if you let it in, it's going to work for you, right? So this is
Absolutely.
a brief definition of abundance that I feel what it is.
Okay. Now, tell me, how does this manifest in the human mind? Is it limited by it, or is there something we can do to liberate it, or how have you found it?
Yeah, so I think human mind, I think we are all doing a brilliant job at limiting ourselves to things, that this is limited, that is limited. Even in competitions, if you see, like this, kids are involved in, suppose take for example any drawing competition or a sports competition, you have a defined set of trophies like first prize, second prize, third prize.
Absolutely.
And what happens when the kids think that if you can't get any of the three, what happens to their mind? Like their creativity is restricted in that manner. So what if there is no trophy? Like what if everyone is a winner, right?
True.
So I mean, that's a point to think upon.
No, very much. You're right. I think a lot of things get limited by traditional concepts, by traditional boundaries which have been given to us,
Right.
and the mind then tries to only think just in between those boundaries, and
Exactly.
and we do not see the other limitless possibilities that could really
Exactly.
exist.
That's the point. Yeah.
True, true. So how would you say that somebody tries and become open-minded, if you have to say that?
Yeah. So I am not here to teach anybody like how to be open-minded, but I feel there are some points wherein, for example,
Yeah.
like your thoughts and your opinions, they don't have to be rigid. Like look outside, hear out people. Like when they say that listening is more important, so try to find out what other people's opinions are, not necessarily you're right always, right? So you have
True.
to be flexible in your thoughts.
True.
Like that is one point. And secondly, it's when you say narrow minded, like you don't see a broader picture. The moment you try to see a broader picture, you realize that this is the best thing for me right now. So
True.
I guess we all should be open minded in that manner. And because you never know like how it might turn out to be, if you're in your own zone, how will you explore opportunities outside, right?
Absolutely. No, as you said about open-minded, and it goes down to on both the positive and the negative side. So, for example, in 2015, if somebody
Uh-huh.
had asked in an interview a question, how do you see yourself 5 years down the line? Nobody would have
Uh-huh.
ever expected, oh, in a pandemic era, and suddenly it did happen. Not the best
Exactly.
example for open-mindedness, but I'm saying, yeah, as you said, the possibilities which could exist, and I think
Right.
that limit a lot of people in terms of what to explore, what not to explore, or even
That's right.
if success does not lie at the end of that, the effort which they can put into something which they have not yet tried. And I think that
Yeah.
has happened to a lot of people, and I've seen a
Yes.
lot of people on the sessions too. They have come and said that I wouldn't have thought of doing this before, and suddenly there is this whole huge time where I can at least think about it, and yes, it has helped them in this. Now, do you think, how do I put it? A lot of things, there are certain terms which people speak about when they speak about abundance, and one of them is affirmations.
Right.
What is your take on it? What do you think about that?
So just to put it out there, affirmations is basically you're affirming to something, right?
Right?
So I affirm that today is gonna be a positive day. I affirm that today I'm gonna be happy throughout the day. These are the kind of affirmations that you might have heard. Now there are different types. Like it depends on your imaginary mind, right? Like if you want a good health, you have to affirm that to yourself. Like I want to be in the best of my health. I want to be uh, healthy in nature. Yeah. So if you can see on the screen, there are like different types of affirmation. You have happiness, you have health, you have love, you have self worth, and the environment as well.
Correct.
So basically, it's all about creating an environment, or you yourself trusting the process and you yourself believing that yes, you can do it, right? And these
Absolutely.
affirmations, believe me, do help. I mean, I'm not saying you should start doing, but why wouldn't you try it, right?
True.
So
True.
start doing this every day and not just once in a while. Like you will get results once in a while. Otherwise, then you have to do it daily in order to realize the importance and the significance. Only then you will, know whether you're succeeding or not in those, right?
Absolutely. I'm going to read out a few of them because I know they're not
Sure, sure.
absolutely clear on it. And
Yeah.
I identify with this because a lot of times things start the way that your day goes in a way you think it will go. Yeah. So
Right.
that's why they speak about the top 20 affirmations here in terms of when you
Uh-huh.
wake up in the morning. So it speaks about happiness. For example, let's say I am finding my own happiness. I will
Right.
not worry about things I cannot control. Then, in terms of love, it speaks about I am loved, I will be kind to myself today and to those around me. Very simple thoughts, and I think
Simple. Right.
inherently human thoughts, but not really something which happen in exactly the same way. Environment. My environment stimulates and calms me. I am surrounded by positivity. Then speaks about energy. I'll be productive and energetic all day. The sunrise fills me with energy and confidence. A lot of people here in the UK will doubt that where is the sun? I cannot see the sun. Even today it is raining outside. But yeah, it's the concept that matters there. Tomorrow,
Right.
whatever happens today, tomorrow is a new day. I'm excited for what tomorrow will bring. Some very simple statements again. Health. I am prioritizing my physical and mental health. I feel strong and well today. Self worth. I accept all parts of my physical and spiritual self. So it's literally about accepting who you are. And I remember
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
I remember this dialogue from I think it was Jab We Met, Main Meri favorite hoon. So
My
it's
many
a,
favorite
yeah.
too.
So it's kind of like identify with yourself and tell you that you love yourself. I am worthy
Yeah.
of love and respect. Goals. I will get to where I want to be and enjoy the journey. I'm constantly working to achieve my goals. And the final one was about today. Today is a gift, and I am blessed to be here. Today will be a positive day. A few of these things, if I presume, if you could start your day with something, and I think that
Right.
really reflects how we would want to see the day go. Amazing. And I think affirmations have a very big part to play, especially in these times where you do not know how the day would really go. And
Exactly.
awesome,
So
Nini.
I mean, you obviously cannot control how other people react or how it's gonna unravel. But the thing is, at least try to be positive. I mean, you're setting your mind on the right track, and it really helps. Like you forget about the day you just spent yesterday, and you are today, and you are alive. You are living this moment. So these affirmations do help, and I would request everybody who's watching this that please at least spend 5 to 10 minutes just thinking about this in the morning when nobody is there around, so that you can have your own time
True.
and reflect on yourself. It's as simple as that.
Wow. Have you come across any examples or anything of these of in particular?
So trust me, affirmations, and there is another thing known as visualizations. Like
Okay.
our human mind, we know how to visualize. Like you order something on Amazon and you start visualizing. It's gonna be in my bedroom, or okay, I know that thing is coming home, right? So the same way applies to your life, right? If you visualize something good, something that you want in your life, please do visualize and please
Correct.
make efforts to make it a reality. Like you have to have a clear picture in mind, like what are you visualizing, right? And uh, you have to be aware of the topic and the conditions that will bring everything together, and then you will achieve whatever you dream of in your life. And that plays an amazing role. It is applied in various parts of life. And as you asked for me, the examples, I guess everybody must be knowing Will Smith or Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah.
So Will Smith, for example, he started this affirmation and visualization way before he made his career and became successful. Like he saw
Wow.
himself there
Okay.
years before. Only he believed in himself, but that has helped him so much that he actually became successful of what he dreamt about and what he trusted, right? And second one is Jim Carrey. Jim
Okay.
Carrey, you won't believe, he wrote himself a check of $10 million years before,
Wow.
dreaming that he will get this check in his account sometime
Brilliant.
later. Yeah, and there is a memo saying, like he had written a memo like for the acting services rendered. Like just imagine, like that has to be the level of confidence in you. I mean, I have written a check for myself right now, and I
Awesome.
am trusting myself.
I'm not going to ask you the amount, but when you get the amount, give me a call and tell me I've got this amount. Yeah, but whatever, brilliant. I mean, no, these are really very strong thoughts. And
Yeah.
Rajesh on our chat has just mentioned here on live, having a mission is
Uh-huh.
important, and how you achieve it, what is being discussed, is exactly like what you said. The mission for Will Smith, for example, of a Jim Carrey, was to achieve that level of success, and they
Exactly.
visualized it and started going towards it. I'm reminded of
Yeah.
an example today from my cricket umpiring. We had a
Uh-huh.
session with Kumar Dharmasena, a Sri Lankan
Okay.
umpire. After he had retired from playing cricket, when he took up umpiring, the first thing he did was he created a life size poster of himself in an
Uh-huh.
international cricket umpire's outfit and put it at the back of his door. He says, every morning
Wow.
I woke up and I saw myself in that outfit. That is the visual. He did not use the word visualization, but he said, I looked at myself and said, this is where
Hmm.
I am going to be. And that is what he is. He's one of the top 5 umpires
Yes.
today on the Elite panel. And that is what he achieved. Can totally imagine, identify with what you said right now. And brilliant examples.
Yeah.
I mean, Will Smith, one of my favorite guys, and the way,
Exactly.
and to
Great, great actors.
true, and he speaks about it still. I mean, he speaks about a lot of such topics still so very passionately. Brilliant!
Right,
Wow,
right, right.
I'm amazed by those examples. Literally. Now, tell me about how has this approach helped you personally in these times?
Yeah, I would like to quote one example. Not recently enough, but some 2 months back, we were all sick. I was sick, my family was sick, and no, it's not something that you all are thinking about.
Ah,
It's
that's all
nothing
right.
related
Yeah,
to that. And since it's monsoon over here, it's common to have this normal cold, flu, and stuff.
yeah. Right.
But the thing is, just because these are the difficult times, you get scared to another level, right? Like
True.
it's the true natural instinct of a human being. But as I mentioned to you, affirmations, these things have helped me in such a great manner. I mean, keeping positive in or being positive and spreading that throughout your whole family and keeping everybody up to date of chill, relax, nothing is going to
Yeah.
happen, like no need to panic and stuff like that. So this really goes a long way, like these little thoughts of you know dose of positivity can help you actually relax your mind and
True.
body, and you won't be serious. Like there's nothing, you might be thinking that this is something serious, but it's not that. So why are you taking so much stress and so much tension? So we have been through that phase in recent times, and trust me, these affirmations, these visualizations of seeing me, myself, and my family all happy, all safe, nothing has happened, has actually helped us all. So this is my true practical experience that I'm talking about, and I hope others whosoever is feeling a little bit of symptoms of so and so. I mean, you should monitor. Obviously, I'm not
Absolutely.
saying to
True.
ignore. You should monitor. But if it's just very mild symptoms, please don't take so much stress and tension that you are like okay all over the place.
True.
No. So
No,
this is
it's
one of my
what you
personal
said is
experience.
right. It, however, does become a bit difficult to practice at times, especially as you grow older,
Right.
because
Right.
you have the number of permutations and combinations about things you have to take care of start increasing in people's minds. So, where possibly a child may not have to bother about the monthly rent to be paid, or the credit card bills which keep piling up,
Right. Right.
the
Right.
groceries that need to be taken care of even in these times. I think as a
Mm-hmm.
parent, as a grandparent, and if they are staying alone, all the more those things start
Yes.
coming up. And I think
Yes.
that's where people like you, for example, or some others whom I have known, who have reached out to even strangers at times and helped them with these. They may not have known the word affirmations, but they have gone out of
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
and spoken to
Yes.
these people, trying to keep their spirits up, trying to make them, take them through this.
Yeah.
And I presume at an older age, it really becomes a bit more difficult, And if you can reach out to anybody with these kind of thoughts, it makes all the more big difference to them. We had somebody on our session about a couple of sessions back, an organization called as Maya Care. Maya
Okay.
Care is an organization which lends help to senior citizens, and it's not about a care home. Maya Care actually goes and speaks to them, takes them through these kind of difficult phases, helps them out with the smaller things which they need, maybe it grocery or maybe just sitting and reading to them. And all these
Right.
things have made such a big impact to those lives. And I keep seeing their Facebook posts and their stories which they share. The joy which is seen on those elderly's faces is
Exactly.
absolutely satisfying. So I
Yes,
so know
yes.
what you mean by that. Now, uh, do you think there are any kind of impediments or obstructions or obstacles to starting all this in your mind? What is your thought on that?
So, I wouldn't say impediments, but we are always put to test, right? Like in our life, we are always put to test, and then it's on you how you are gonna react to that particular situation. Um, I feel you should not give up, first of all. Like, it's so common, people are giving up so easily. I mean, come on, let's face the challenges. That's as simple as that. Okay. So, impediments are just some circumstances, just some situations wherein you might feel low, okay? You might feel that doubt in mind that this is not happening or that is not happening. But I guess at such times, you just have to keep the right attitude. You have to be clear in what you want. You have to be positive throughout. Like, you
True.
cannot have that doubt in mind that how is this gonna work? Like, just trust the process and keep doing your bit. You will reach your end goal. Not now, if not now, sooner or later, but you are definitely going to reach your goal. Now that depends on how big your goal is.
No, true. I agree
but
with that.
but you have to trust. That's keep have faith. That's it. Have faith in yourself. Like if you are not confident in yourself, like how are others gonna be confident in you, right? So
Absolutely.
you have to be the
No,
one.
it is right, and I think this is what Nidhi shared with me. One of the sayings by James Ray. It says so many times
Yeah.
people say to me, "I'd like to double my income in the next year," but then you look at their actions and they're not doing the things that are going to make that happen. I mean, as much as you may want to keep on thinking, you need to act towards it too. They'll
Right,
turn
right.
right around and they'll say, "I can't afford that." And guess what? Destiny will say to you, "Your wish is my command," so you will not get
Yes.
it. Yes, this is not to discount to anybody listening. This is not to discount the fact that your circumstances, your conditions, and all will all affect all this. To keep that inner fire going, I think that is what is the most important in these times.
Right.
Yes, at times you can do it by yourself. At times, sharing it with your friends or people whom you know will always be there to push you. And frankly, I should speak about some people on live here, people like Rajesh, people like Preeti, who have kept me going through these sessions. For example, there was a thought in between about 10 sessions into this, and I thought, okay, I should now stop. And suddenly, these people are around like, no, no, you're not stopping, you're keeping going. And I think you need people around that to give you, to reinforce those affirmations in your life. And if you have them, nothing like it. And I think your goal becomes much more easier after that. So true.
Right. Right, right. So, like you see on the page right now, you can wish for everything. You have to be clear in what you wish. You can have that. But it's not going to work unless you yourself, put the hard work. Come on. I
True.
mean, nobody is that privileged to, there's no magic happening. It's all your hard work. And
True.
obviously, the positive and the right attitude that's going to land you somewhere you have dreamt about. That's all what we are all talking about. Nobody wants to work hard and, but they all want to be a manager or they all want to be at the top of whatever they are doing right now, but that doesn't happen. You have to work hard towards it, right?
True.
So
No,
that's what
and I
James
think people
is.
need to understand that there is a difference between simply wishing for something. I wish to be a superstar. Okay, I wish is fine, but what are you trying to do towards it to be a
Exactly.
superstar? I think your actions need to actually reflect all of that. Wow.
Right, right.
Really, is there anything else you want to share with us? I mean, in terms of Have you seen this, for example, have you said this to anybody and has anybody else benefited from it? So, for example, could be your parents, could be your friends, anybody who has possibly felt because of the way you have told them that this is how you should try and approach things, if they have been able to get a good result out of it.
So I have tried this thing on my friends, and obviously they feel good. You know, even if you hear this session, you will feel good about even hearing about it. So, you know, if hearing makes so much difference, hearing positive thoughts
Yeah,
makes so much difference, then why not at least try your bit to do something that will make you yourself happy, right? Like people
correct.
have stopped loving life itself. You should do something that you love. I mean, if you love painting, do it. If you love dancing, do it. But you have to dedicate time for it every day. It's not that अरे time मिलेगा तो तभी कर लूंगी या तभी कर लूंगा. It's
Correct.
not that. You should. I mean, even your soul needs that fire, right? So
Absolutely.
I think you should keep doing what you love. You shouldn't forget to take care of yourself. You know, this is a rat race, everything, blah, blah, blah. But
Correct.
just take care of yourself. Hold on and just take care. I mean, yes, it's tough. It's busy life. People have their jobs and all of these things. But then I think self care is important, and
True.
that does not mean that you know use expensive products and so.
No.
It just means something that will keep your mind calm. It will give you peace. It will give you the relaxation that you needed from such a long time, and just to enjoy and just enjoy your life. That's it. I want to say.
No, very true. And I think one of the affirmations which was mentioned was about self, and it meant about taking care of yourself, saying to yourself that you will be like this, you will want a healthy life for yourself. And I think it begins with all that. And if you are able to do that, a lot of things which can become much more easier over a course of time. Nothing comes immediately to you.
Right.
Sometimes it takes way much longer than what you anticipate. But I think, like
Right.
they say, on a mountain trek, until the time you reach the peak, you really do
Highest
not
point.
know
Right.
what nature holds for you. And only
Right.
when you
Right.
reach there, you really see the view. Oh my God, it was worth it. Until that time, oh my God, what have I done? Why did I come on this trek? Why did I do this? But the moment you reach up, the reaction changes so fast, and you are like, oh,
Right.
beautiful, this is awesome. But great. And Nidhi, I think I must thank you for sharing your views with us today. It was really wonderful. I mean, to add this, and I'm going to, I didn't really want to say, this is not about comparison of ages, but when young people like you are driven by these thoughts, it actually motivates a lot of us to keep believing in what times could hold for us. So thank you for
Right.
that. Thank you really very much for that. It really helps. It really helps.
Thank you so much. I mean, it was fun even talking to you because you know what I was talking, right? We
Yes.
could match on the same level. And
Correct.
somewhere I hope everybody in this world can match at the same level to experience that kind of, you know, peace, that kind of happiness, that kind of you know, thoughts, because thoughts become things, right?
Absolutely. Thoughts do become actions, actions do become results. And
Right.
I believe in that. So, Nidhi, thank you so much. I will be now taking on Preeti from Australia, who has some lovely poems for us today. In fact, two of them, and based upon similar things which we have been speaking about. But once again, thank you very much, and I hope to
Thank you so
someday
much.
meet you in person somewhere or the other. Yeah. So please
Yes,
take care.
sure. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
So that was Nidhi, Zesty Soul Diaries, speaking to us. And now I am going to add, after a very long break, our poetess, our poet from Sydney, Australia. So I'm going to wait for her unless she's already gone to sleep. No, she is not. Oh, there she is. Hello, Preeti. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you. It's nice to have you back again.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was a wonderful session.
Yes.
But I just want to add on that
Please.
I've been doing affirmations for like almost a year now,
Okay.
uh, and visualization because it was part of my coaching that I took a while back.
Okay.
And it does. I mean, you have to be consistent with it, which I'm very bad at. But then it does. But it does help. I can't. I've tried to search for my visualization board and I can't find it. That's how bad I am now.
Oh, so you
So
actually have a board in which you
yeah.
had.
So they
Okay.
teach you to actually do when they teach you visualization, they
Right.
actually teach with a visualization board.
Okay.
And um, one of the first visualization meditations that we were taught in the class was go back to your formative years. So when you were 8 or 10, whatever year you were in,
Okay.
ask that child or that teenager, what is that one thing that you did back then that you're not doing now? And that will give you an answer of what makes you really happy, because you are really happy at that formative years.
Right.
The other thing they tell you is go to your future self. So go to, like, when you're going to be 80 or 85, and ask what is one thing that you would regret from your past that you didn't do.
Correct.
And that will give you an answer to actually take like steps in terms of in terms of what you should be doing. So yeah, so it's quite interesting.
Wow. So what do you have for us today?
Okay, so I have two poetries.
Okay.
I'll first read a poetry by Rumi,
Okay.
and I think this came up when we were talking about the topic for today.
Yeah.
The poem's called titled "I Prayed for Change," and it goes like, "I prayed for change, so I changed my mind. I prayed for guidance and learned to trust myself. I prayed for happiness and realized I'm not my ego. I prayed for peace and learned to accept others unconditionally. I prayed for abundance and realized my doubt kept it out. I prayed for wealth and realized it is my health. I prayed for miracle and realized I am the miracle. I prayed for a soulmate and realized I am the one. I prayed for love and realized it is always knocking, but I have to allow it in." It's like beautiful words, and I think it resonates really well with what Nidhi was trying to tell in her entire talk today.
Yeah.
So that was so. The other poetry I literally wrote this afternoon.
I'm not
And
surprised. I'm not surprised. You are able to churn out poems very easily. So
no,
yes, I
so
can.
there is a background to it. So yesterday when I went out with my friends, I was telling them how I have this writer's block now, and I haven't been able to write anything for 2 weeks. And one of my friends suggested this Ulepu technique, which was done by Italo Calvino and Hemingway. When they get into this writer's block, you basically come up with constraints. So I put in a constraint that whatever I write in 15 minutes, that's all it's going to be, and I'm not
Oh,
going to use any verbs. So literally, I went to the cafe, 15 minutes, no verbs, and what I'm reading out is the outcome of that.
okay. What is it
Um,
called?
okay, so I've titled the poem Yesterday,
Okay.
uh, and the poetry has no verbs. It's just based off nouns and adjectives. So it goes as: Yesterday, the homeless man on Market Street. Today, gratitude for a heavily mortgaged roof in my life. Yesterday, the bereaved lost soul at the Crystal Healer. Today, gratitude for the difficult relationships in my life. Yesterday, the newly jobless resin art seller at the Glebe Markets. Today, gratitude for the uninteresting career paycheck in my life. Yesterday, the news of a death from a friend's friend. Today, gratitude for every exhausting day in my life. Yesterday, a self reflection of shortcomings in our lives. Today, a self reflection of abundance in our lives. So yeah, that's it.
Tha-
So
I like the way you ended. Yes, that's it. I mean, it's like, okay, I can churn out much more like this very easily. But apart from that, let's not speak, we'll speak about your skills on another session. But you're right. I mean, every single thing which you spoke about or you conveyed through those is about what you thought would have been, could have been, and what you are now happy or seem to be happy with.
Correct.
And
And a lot of time we compare our lives to others and we forget what we really already have in our lives.
True.
However bad or however good it is, we always feel grass is green on the other side, but reality is you're also standing on a greener grass, so you just don't see it. So
True.
yeah.
I hope you're able to see the screen right now. Yogita says awesome. Malvika says wonderful. Madhura says wow, Preeti, this was amazing. And Charlotte says this was full of soul. So I need not say anything. Everybody said whatever I
Thank
wanted to say.
honestly, that means a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but so I've been trying to. So one affirmation which I'm going to give Preeti is. Oh, look at that! Someone please scan her brain and check what unique cells she has in her face.
Oh my God.
That is this Preeti. My UK kitchen is this Preeti from UK. So Preeti
Thank you
says
so much.
Preeti, and as I said, I think one of my affirmations for you is please think about publishing a book of all your poems, all the creations you have. You can call them poems from the COVID times or whatever you want to call them, because you have been writing a lot of poetry now, or you call them
Yeah.
anything else. But please do. This is amazing, and I don't think these kind of poetry. Could you just I don't know, reread the last 4 lines of that poem again, if you could?
The Rumi's poem
No,
or
your
my
poem. Your poem.
oh, my poem. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Um, the last stanza, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Yesterday, a self-reflection of shortcomings in our lives. Today, a self-reflection of abundance in our lives. Um,
Absolutely, and I think it resonates with most of us in these times.
yeah.
I am trying to force myself to not call these times these times. They make it sound very gloomy, but it is apt for your lines. So it is apt for your lines, definitely. It's like you really don't know what the future is going to hold for you, uh, and you have been comparing yourself to a lot of things which others had and which you don't have and all that stuff, and yet there is abundance in life which we at times overlook completely.
Correct.
So I came across these 2 lines, and I think I wanted to read them out to you specifically. It says, "The world is full of abundance and opportunity, but far too many people come to the fountain of life with a sieve instead of a tank car, a teaspoon instead of a steam shovel. They expect little, and as a result, they get little." So it's like
Wow.
telling you how much abundance there is actually all around us, and yet we do not open our mind up to that abundance in these various forms. Well, so
Yeah, correct. And it's like what Nidhi said, right? You need to have that open-mindedness, and
correct,
you just need to look around, Yeah.
true.
Yeah, so true.
So
That's really cool.
how is Australia coping? Australia is better than a lot of places. It's okay in terms.
No, not really. It's gone backwards in a few states. So we're just hoping we don't get second lockdown again. We just opened up and then now we may end up being locked down again.
Ah,
So yeah,
but
it's
anyway,
all good. All good.
okay,
There's
great.
always a positive side to being locked down. So it's okay.
Yeah, please write more poetry. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
No, and
much.
thank you, Preeti, for once again for being with us. And as
Yeah.
always, lovely lines. And I hope to see you once again soon.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
take care of yourself and enjoy whatever is left of your weekend.
Thank you so much. See you all.
See you.
Bye.
Bye. What a session with these 2 lovely ladies. Nidhi with her take, a 25-year-old telling you about abundance in life, and Preeti, as usual, with her poetry. One Rumi's and one of her own. And I think I may be biased, but her own poem trumped Rumi's today. There is abundance in love, there is abundance of friendships, there is abundance of opportunities, there is abundance of fun, there is abundance of good deeds, there is abundance of energy, there is abundance of trees, grass, and water. You can create for yourself the abundance of time to do what you want. You also have the abundance of spirituality in your life. There is abundance of everything on this planet. You may not have access to this abundance because you alienate yourself from it and prevent it from manifesting in yourself. Brilliant. I do not know how to express how. I mean, it is subjective to each one of us. But if you can open your minds up to even about a fraction of it, I think the abundance in the universe and everyone is a part of it, no matter where he or she lives, and irrespective of one's situation and circumstances. To participate in the abundance, you need to open your mind to it, feel it, and expect it. Affirmations and visualizations help you do it. Use what works for you. As Eric Butterworth once said, prosperity is not just having things, it is the consciousness that attracts the things. Prosperity is a way of living and thinking, and not just having money or things. Poverty is a way of living and thinking, and not just a lack of money or things. So, for hoping and wishing for abundance for each one of you, and for all those who are having troubled times, wishing abundance on them too. This is Amit Sangekar signing off from another session of Beyond Reading with You. Take care.